Harry Potter movie marathon day 2. We're on the third movie, which is Prisoner of Azkaban, for those of you who are unfamiliar. And I decided to switch out my towel on the stove to this one covered in ravens. I feel like it goes with the movie so well. We decided to do 2 meals today. One of them is a tea and the other is breakfast for dinner. Now, I know that English tea, at least in movies, is mostly little finger sandwiches and cookies and pastries with tea. We decided to go ahead and do our spin on it, which is refrigerated sweet tea. We had some turkey and cheese sandwiches, some tomato sandwiches, potato chips as a garnish for the board you'll see in just a minute, and we had 2 types of cookies, which were Oreos and grasshopper cookies. These charcuterie boards, I absolutely love them. I got them from TJ Maxx sometime around Christmas of last year. I think they're gorgeous. They're not a pair. I just found them and bought them. We haven't used them since New Year's, so I will use any excuse I can to go ahead and bust those out. Here you'll see me going ahead and arranging these sandwiches so that they're not all touching and you can kind of tell which sandwich is which, and then using the chips as a garnish. This is my bigger board. On the smaller board, we did the cookies, and you'll see in a moment where I poured small glasses of tea for my children. In the background, there are some vegetables and a couple cartons of eggs for all of the eggs we've collected from our chickens. Anyways, we're gonna spin around here and talk about dinner for just a second. So I, up until about 5 to 10 minutes ago, thought that the meal we were making was an English dish. I don't know why it was just in my mind that it was an English dish until I Googled it and realized it is an American dish. Kind of makes sense though, because multiple ingredients are called out in their title of being from another country. You'll see in just a second, but here is me putting the cookies onto the board, and then I'm going to show you guys how awesome this board, well, both of these boards look. Just hold on. All right, back to dinner. We are having Eggs Benedict. It is one of my absolute favorite dishes. My husband specifically learned how to poach eggs and make hollandaise sauce just because I like this dish so much. I did want to take some pressure off of him, so I went ahead and bought a packet, and I made the hollandaise sauce from the packet. But he did go ahead and he poached these eggs for me and for him as well. We did some fried eggs for the kids instead. I think that they enjoyed it just as much. And it also didn't take quite as long. The Canadian bacon, I used the air fryer. It did crisp them up a good bit, but the air fryer works so well for the English muffins. I don't even know what to say right now. Bread, if it goes in the air fryer, flips around, gets stuck to the eye, burns little circles on it, but this didn't. It kept them in place, toasted them nice and evenly. Here are my kids' plates. I made them a little crumpet situation with some strawberry preserves. And then I'm going to show you my plate, which I gave you some live action with the hollandaise sauce. And then after the first bite where you can see the yolk running. And then just kind of top it all off is a clip from the movie and my son enjoying dinner.